Welcome back, duelists from around the world, live to the stage here at the Orlando Convention Center. 2,274 duelists arrived this weekend, but only 2 remain. So please join me in welcoming to the stage your finalists. Up first in the blue chair, from Knoxville, Tennessee, in his first ever YCS Finals, Tayveon C. Tayveon, this is your first time taking a finals stage. How are you feeling? How are the nerves? And what message do you have for everybody out there cheering for you?
Pretty nervous, but try to play my best and not mess up.
All right, a lot of folks are cheering your name, so let's meet your opponent. Everybody join me in welcoming as well to the stage in the red chair from New Canaan, Connecticut, in his first ever YCS top. Joining us at the final stage, Benjamin Tamarkin. Welcome, Benjamin. I gotta ask, how are you feeling? Not only first time on the final stage, but first time topping at a YCS.
Feel pretty good. Yeah, just happy to be here.
Just happy to be here. Well, the stage is set. The duelists are ready. Duelists around the world, and here at the Convention Center, make some noise for your YCS Orlando finalists, and let's throw it over the casters for game number 1.
Thank you, Kangas. Man, I can't believe we're finally here in the finals. I didn't know this was Benjamin's first top, but there are plenty of people out there who win on their first try. It must be nice. I mean, it took me 10 times.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, it couldn't be me. No, it took me 10 times.
Okay, leave me alone, Billy. I'm trying out here. I'm working here with you.
Yeah, you're
right. I'm giving
got
everyone
close.
else a chance.
You got close in a couple months ago in December. You'll get him again.
I could
You'll get him, champ.
have done so much better. I made so many mistakes. Anyway, it's not about us right now. Both these players have earned their spot here in the finals. There were so many star-studded duelists in that top 64, even in the entire event. But these two are here, and one of them will be walking away as the champion, the first champion of 2025, and will take away that trophy.
Yeah, and especially one of them is playing the brand new World Premiere theme, Mitsurugi. It's one of the first times we've seen a World Premiere theme just with that first wave of support have such success right off the bat. I think maybe one of the last times was maybe like the Danger Monsters. They might have had this equally amount of success right away off, but now they're here. It just complements the Raziel strategy pretty well. King of the Feral Imps is a key rank 4 card, but he's going to be going up against Tayveon in the Fiendsmith strategy. And the Fiendsmith and Raziel, obviously. I mean, they're both playing Raziel, but the Fiendsmith engine has really solidified itself as being one of the top things you can splash into almost any deck to really incorporate some damage. You get access to Chaos Angel and the recurrency of just being able to summon more monsters every turn. You get the Fiendsmith in Paradise, which is a great extra layer of interruption that you can use against any sort of deck.
Yeah, I think what these two decks really do differently is how much they rely on the Raziel engine. The Fiendsmith Raziel deck is almost sometimes just more of a Fiendsmith deck. The Raziel can just be more of like Detonator and Duo Drive. Well, it just facilitates being able to do all your Fiendsmith effects cleanly and just have a more potent end field. But the version of Mitsurugi that Benjamin is on right now is almost pure with just the addition of the full Mitsurugi engine. Now, what this essentially takes away is that you're not playing those Nadir servants. You're really just focusing on being able to play with your engine when it's available, but you might not actually be trying to pivot into the Mitsurugis if you don't have many Mitsurugi cards in your hand, or even at all. If you just have a Raziel hand, I think you might just be playing pure Raziel at that point, just looking at his extra deck. And I can only assume his strategy is very similar to this because this is almost exactly what Jesse Cotton was playing.
Definitely, and we saw Jesse make all the way to top 32 before falling to Jose. I mean, let's just talk about the top 64. I just want to, clap my hands and say congrats to everyone who made it. We had a lot of incredible players in the top 64, and we cut the top 64 because we had over 2,271 duelists competing this weekend. 12 rounds of Swiss, top 64 single elimination playoff, and now there's only 2 duelists remaining. One of these players will be able to grab that trophy that's right next to them and walk away with an ultra rare copy of another Versalaria, VIP status at the NAWCQ. They will already have the 2 buys, 2 wins for a good chance to go to the World Championship, and even more importantly, become a part of Yu-Gi-Oh! History forever.
They will be taking that title, but before that, they have to face the opponent in front of them. Let's see if the players are about to be ready to start game number 1 of the final match of YCS Orlando 2025.
They're shuffled up. The cards are drawn. There's the trophy, mere inches away from both of the players. It's time to duel one more time here at YCS Orlando. It's game 1 of the finals of our first Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series of 2025. Here comes the die roll. This is huge. One. No! Snake Eyes again?
Snake Eyes again. I mean, it worked out for him the first time.
Just don't push.
Snake Eyes in the finals.
Oh, close. Okay.
I'll choose to play first.
The Year of Fire may be over, but Snake Eyes remains.
They found its way to the top 4 and finals.
Never counted out. All right.
All right, this is definitely the more powerful deck at being able to go first.
And my
We'll see if Benjamin has a powerful hand to go with it.
normal summon node raising.
Normal summon node.
A play I have not seen yet.
I mean,
But it's just going to enable the Sword Raziel so it gets special from the hand. Looks like Tayveon might have a response. It's going to be infinite impermanence.
I think it rest.
This kind of leads me to believe he has another form of interaction from the hand.
I mean, yeah, you can very clearly tell that he has access to Duo Drive after this point. We'll see if that's what happens. No, we're going into King of the Pharaoh Imps. Let's see if he has any response to that on summon here. You might have to. Yeah, I think Tavion's considering it.
I see a Mitsurugi Prayers, I think, in the hand of Benjamin.
Yeah, no, it looks like, yeah, on summon, playing around the prayers in hand, going to be activating the infinite impermanence before King of the Pharaoh Imps can activate its effect, so you can't get any additional value from the prayers here.
Smart stuff from Tayveon.
That is very punishing because I don't think he has anything to go with it. Prayers by itself without being able to resolve King of the Pharaoh Imps will not be enough here.
2 copies of Infinite Permanence. Will it be enough to stymie Benjamin here in his first turn of the finals? I think so.
Matchup knowledge was very key there. Looks like we're going to be setting 1 and setting 2 and passing turn back.
Wow, just the King of the Pharaoh Imps and 2 spell and trap cards. Deep breath from Tayveon. Draws to 4 cards in hand.
That's fine.
We're in the main phase.
Deep breath before we normal summon Fable Lurie.
Normal summons of cards that we don't really want this to be normal summon coming down from both players.
I mean, it's definitely an acceptable one. We're going to be activating the effect of Fiendsmith Requiem now.
Acceptable, but not ideal.
Do you think he's going to go straight for the Engraver, or is he going to try to get the effect of the Lacrima into the 2 back row?
I'm calling Lacrima right now. Corner pocket. Come on, Tayveon. Don't make me look bad. Please, please. Yep, it is Lacrima, the Crimson Tears. He's going to try and force out. No response here from Benjamin. He's going to send the Engraver to the graveyard.
I mean, now Engraver can do a lot here, being able to shuffle back the Lurie, summon itself out, being able to send away the King of the Pharaoh Imps, and then go immediately into something like Chaos Angel. But no, we have Bonfire.
The fire begins. Adds X Raziel to the hand.
Already committed the normal summon. So
I actually am going to be quiet now because it is quiet out there right now. Everyone is nervous watching the finals.
Yeah,
we have
I
so
think
many.
I could hear a pin drop.
I did. I heard it.
We're going to be sending the Eclipse Twins to summon the X Raziel. Going to be locked out of any Link monsters now.
Benjamin's thinking about a response to X Raziel's effect. He does activate Infinite Impermanence. Is he going to activate another card here now? I think so. He has a Mulcharm in his hand, so he wants to clear his board, and he's going to do just that with the Mitsurugi Prayers. He's going to tribute off the King of the Pharaoh Imps. So he's going to be able to do both effects if he so chooses. But I don't think he's going to... Oh, he can... No, yeah, I don't think he's going to use the second effect. I think he's just going to add, so he can use the Mulcharmy.
I think that does make a lot of sense. You're hoping for the best here. Yep, just add Saji. No special summon here.
I will opt to not to take the
Yep.
damage and summon.
That's Mitsurugi no Makito Saji.
And now he'll be activating the Full Hollows.
In res, attempt to pull us.
Do you commit and go for Duo Drive here? You have a battle phase. You know every single card your opponent has. You might just have to go for it now. You are locked into rank 4s.
You know he has the Saji in hand. You have perfect information. Do you want to give him another card? Is it just going to be a detonator?
I mean, he has committed his normal summon already. He's used X. There's not that many extenders. He's going into the duo drive. That is an X,
Ooh.
right?
No, it's an engraver, I think. Oh, wait, no. It's not an engraver. He's not playing those cards. Is
Probably
he?
X.
It's probably X. I got Fiendsmith on the...
Oh, we'll find out.
He loves that triple tactic talents. He always has it. It is Extra Zeal. And he's not. He's definitely not happy that he drew Extra Zeal.
Not bad.
It isn't a bad draw.
It is full combo. I mean, you're going to put that back, yeah. And now you get to resolve the effect of duo drive here.
You should cut the deck first.
Make sure decks are properly shuffled.
And it resolves. Yes.
Yeah, clearly the duo drive is going to resolve. Gonna grab a copy of Ryzeal Cross and maybe a copy of Ryzeal Node. Let's see, which effects has he used from the hand at this point? He's, oh, well, I mean, I guess it's just X, right? So you can go for Sword as well. Sword to get Ice as follow-up if you want, but Node is the only way if you want to really make another rank 4 right now.
Tayveon, considering his options, this could be the most important duo drive of his dueling career.
I mean, I think you go for one draw to summon Detonator with Cross Live and also with Eclipse Twins already engraved. I think it's worth it every time.
I agree.
No worries.
We want to be waiting on something. No, I think he is thinking.
It does seem like the players are waiting for something.
Yeah, I mean,
Just what, confirmation from the judges.
let me check my secret notes and see if there's anything coming down the pipeline.
Your super special notepad?
Indeed it is. Nope, nothing. Yeah, the judges are checking something. That's what we thought. What do you think he grabs alongside this cross?
I think it has to be Node. I think like Node is the only play that makes sense. He's already committed his normal
Did he
summon.
just swap out the duo drive?
Yeah, probably. Depending on what the last card in his hand is. I don't think there's really any reason to keep the duo drive.
What will Mr. Crowley do here?
You think he's a doctor?
Dr. Crowley? Oh, no, Crowler or Crowley?
Yeah, yeah.
See, I was thinking more of like Mr. Crowley. No.
I was trying to keep it on theme.
Yeah, that is nice. Well, to be fair, at San Diego Comic-Con, it was relatively close to our Konami booth. Which, if you do go to San Diego Comic-Con, you should always stop by the Konami booth. It's always a lot of fun. You could duel the Master. Maybe you'll be able to chance to duel maybe against a Solid, maybe against myself at some point. But it looks like we are finally able to continue the game state and add Ryzeal Cross and
The other half. I mean, you could grab Sword Ryzeal. That is an option. No, but it looks like it's going to be
I don't even
Node.
I don't even want to tell you guys why we were paused. I'm just going to keep it to myself. Y'all don't want to know.
All right.
No, they were for some reason checking if it was the imperm column, but it was
That's
about
fine.
as far away from the imperm column as it could be. But Ryzeal Cross is coming down.
Good
Node is going to send the duo drive to summon the extra Ryzeal.
You're going to be going into that detonator, giving an extra draw, but you're going to be able to get the Eclipse
fine.
Twins here. Oh, that is such an unfortunate draw.
From the best to the
Take your
worst.
time.
You get another 3,000 here.
You didn't cut, right?
I have not yet. No.
Make sure the deck is shuffled and randomized before the turn is over, before he draws a card from Cross potentially, if he has enough materials in the graveyard. I don't know if he does.
I'm scared of breaking these. Too fragile.
Yep, that is going to be a pass from Tayveon here, but not a field to laugh at.
I'm like leaning over trying to see what card he draws.
Ew.
I don't think he liked it very much.
We have some light
He did.
setup going on in here.
You.
I mean, he has the Requiem, he has the Lacrima. So plenty of interruptions available.
Okay. So let's go standby.
He has the Saji. The Mitsurugi no Mikito Saji.
I mean,
I
Saji
got
does
these
like.
names down this weekend.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Normal declare effect.
This feels.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, this feels like a Rizal Cross negate to me. And yeah, that is going to be a Rizal Cross detaching the node off the detonator.
Anything in res. See some Typhon?
Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. You just saw him in the animation, and now he's here on the field.
Confirming that you do a drive and detonator worse. Oh, actually, several monsters were summoned. Several monsters were summoned. Okay.
Yeah, not again. Not like this. But
Sounds
Typhon is always there when you need him.
Any quick effects after something? I'll declare the effect of Typhon.
Gonna return that Raziel Detonator back to the deck. You won't be able to use the effect thanks to Typhon's effect. The cross has already been forced out. Looks like he's just gonna go to battle Tayveon with just one card in hand.
End of main.
Yep.
Enter into battle.
Gonna just swing in for 2,900 here.
Love the communication.
Yeah,
Making it very clear what he's doing. This may be Benjamin's first top, but he's dueling like a pro.
Leave the battle.
Sure.
Main phase 2.
Sure.
Move to the end of main phase 2.
All right, just going into the end phase here. Gonna activate Lacrima. Oh, this is gonna be a little awkward. Okay, yeah, gonna go into the Requiem. Opting to potentially leave the Requiem on the field here. Tayveon draws for turn now. Just to clarify, his turn has ended.
That's fine.
Looks like we're going to be starting off the turn with the effect of Rizal Cross, just getting as much information as what your resources are, while also putting back the node in the deck. Going to be sending the X Rizal and node Rizal back to the bottom of the deck to draw one more card.
One more card. That's a big rock.
Not necessarily the card you want to see right now, but we're going to be activating Requiem. Going to be able to resolve. Going to go, imagine, back for the Lacrima. Lacrima's effect will be sending another Engraver, I imagine.
That's fine.
Oh, no, we haven't accessed Fiends Within Paradise yet, so we can just go ahead and send that now.
Now he has the Engraver. He's going to return the Fabled Lord, special summon it back from
Thing can chain.
the GY.
Yep, looks like there is a response here. Looks like there's going to be a Bestial on the Engraver.
Is there?
Yep, there is a Druis Worm.
Okay, that could be game saving unless Tayveon has his own Bestial.
Yeah, he has.
And no response.
Oh, that's huge.
And he at least keeps the body on the field.
And he keeps the Bestial in Benjamin's hand.
I wonder if he ever just goes for a Light and Dark Chaos Angel here.
Nope, looks like he's going to go into Requiem. Requiem not once per turn, can only be summoned once per turn.
Requiem's effect going to grab another Engraver from the deck. Maybe, I guess now we just go for sequence and try to go for a lot of damage. Oh, we can just send away. I wonder what for.
Maybe I guess something to discard? Nope, yeah, he is just going to send it to take down the Typhon.
I mean, it's already a level 6, so...
Do you have any quick effects?
Now we're going to activate Fualos.
Well, Charmy Fualos.
We've been in this position before.
In this game, right?
Yeah. The previous turn.
He keeps finding a way to activate Fualos despite having cards on the field at the start of the turn. This time, Tayveon was the one to clear it, as opposed to Benjamin clearing his own cards.
Imagine drawing 2 Fualos going first and being able to use them both.
He doesn't have to imagine.
Life finds a way.
Indeed it does.
It's a question of what he can do from here. He only has to do 5,000 points of damage.
1,000.
5,000.
Jerusalem is already activated. How many more Bystials do you think are in your opponent's main deck? That's really the main thing you have to be concerned about. Can you just
Wait,
go for the damage?
He didn't Ash the Fualos?
It doesn't seem like it.
I would have.
I mean, yeah, if I had Ash, I'd probably, like, there's only so many variables. The other card was Jerusalem, you know that. And this should just be game.
What summon is he on, though? I mean, he's Requiem summon Crimson Tears, that's 1. Into a Requiem, that's 2.
I mean, it's definitely 5 by now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the Agman Day is fine because he'd be able to chain, but he's giving him so many cards.
But he's going for it.
But
No.
why not Ash Blossom the Fualos?
Battle phase, attack with
Oh,
the
it's
Agman Day.
it's going to be enough probably, just
Yeah.
with the Agman Day and then effect to special summon.
That's good.
That'll connect, and that's enough.
Wait, why didn't? Oh, he's not the one in Nibiru. Tayveon is the one with Nibiru, and he's gonna take. Yeah, but he still could have drawn into one.
Yeah, he
If
could have drawn into one. I assume that's what you were worried about.
Yeah, if he didn't Ash, it's okay though. Tayveon takes game number 1 here, and now he's just 1 game win away from becoming a YCS champion. But keep in mind, Benjamin has been in this position before, just in top 4. He lost game 1 in a matter of seconds, it seemed like, probably minutes, against Jeff Jones, and then won the last 2 games. So he knows that even if he loses 1 game, he could still win games 2 and 3.
Yes, down and not out. He understands the matchup. I imagine getting this far, but clearly Tayveon understands the matchup as well, knowing to go after the King of the Fair Realms before it's able to activate the effect. If he had waited until the King of the Fair Realms detached, he would have been able to chain the prayers, and it would have been devastating. He would have been able to get both pieces necessary to go full Mitsurugi combo.
Yeah, definitely a heads-up play there for Tayveon. Could have ended poorly, but since he has probably practiced this matchup quite some, I mean, I'm assuming he's encountered many of these decks along the way here, he knew how to play it just perfectly. Will Tayveon become our first YCS champion of 2025, or will Benjamin be able to bounce back and find a way? I just don't know.
I mean, I still think he has a favorable chance, at least in game 2, where he's able to start again.
Yeah, I want to see some Mitsurugi cards come down. I mean, his hand was not great, and then having to play through the 2 infinite permanences just was enough.
I mean, the issue of the Mitsurugi cards, you know, that it functions a lot with 2-card combos. There are many 1-card combos, I guess, like combos, quote unquote, that get you there, but initially you will still need to have a way to the ritual monster and a way to the ritual spell, or at least some way to ritual summon, which there are many cards that facilitate that, but there's only so many cards that can actually get you to the Mitsurugi ritual. And that is where the deck really finds its choke point. And when other players are aware of being able to go after that choke point, it's usually going after the Saji. So it's a means of, did you hard draw the Mitsurugi ritual and a way to play? Because sometimes when you lead with that, there's nothing they can do to stop you.
So you say you should negate the Saji if you can.
Yes.
But what if they have the prayers?
There's nothing you could do in that situation. Like if they had Saji and prayers, like you were not beating it.
All right, the Duelists have side deck. They shuffled up. The crowd is silent on the edge of their seats, awaiting to find out who will become a YCS champion.
The players seem ready. The hands are drawn.
The judges are watching, waiting, patient. And so are we.
I've not heard the hall this silent in so long. Everyone's just sitting with anticipation watching this match as we go into game number 2 of YCS Orlando Finals.
Good luck, Duelist.
All right.
Let's see if Benjamin has a better luck here.
How about the standby? I'm going to go to the main lane.
All right. I see some good cards in Benjamin's hand.
X-Ryziel is a fantastic way to start here.
Gonna send a monster from the extra deck to the graveyard. When he special summons the X-Ryziel from the hand, gonna send Duo Drive.
That's interesting. You don't see that too often.
That's what down. Anything in red?
Probably indicates that he plays multiple copies, but he has Droll and Lockbird.
It looks like he's going to have to play pure Ryziel for now.
Droll is
Thinking?
pretty strong against the Mitsurugi version. They do add a lot of cards from the deck to the hand.
Love that.
I don't love that. Yeah, definitely you don't want to see Droll and Lockbird when you are playing the Mitsurugi strategy. One of the best answers to the strategy.
All right, looks like he's considering just summoning the sword from his hand next.
Really considering what he wants to end on in this position, what he thinks is enough into this matchup.
Special.
Summoning no Dryzeal, okay. No responses here.
That is what we know in my head.
Yep, so we grabbed Sword Dryzeal off the X Dryzeal, revealing that node was already in the hand. Now we're going to be overlaying these two.
Probably for another copy of Ryzeal Duo Drive.
I mean, he can't...
Oh, yeah,
do
he's under draw. Yeah, probably just Detonator.
Yep, there is the detonator. It's going to be able to attach the duo drive from the graveyard, just to have an extra material here. Unfortunately, not a copy of Eclipse Twins.
Looks like it's just going to be Detonator, set 1, set 2.
Who's that, mate?
Goes to
Play it
Pastor.
steady. He has a Sword Dryzeal as follow-up. If he can have this stick, it could be good enough.
All right. Now this is Tavion's moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
What are we starting with? Seems
Looks
like
like
an effect from the
Engraver.
hand. Yeah, it has to be Engravers going straight to the graveyard, right?
Two.
Well, reconsidering.
Reassessing. Recombobulating.
Hmm.
No response.
It is Engraver.
Indeed. That's going to allow him to add Fiendsmith's Tract.
I mean, this is a great way to start. The Ryzeal cards are very functional into Detonator, part of the reason why they became so popular
That's fine.
in the meta.
Fiendsmith's Tract going to allow him to add a light fiend from his deck to his hand and then send a card to the graveyard.
Name of the game is Fabled Lurry.
Yep, so he goes to the hand, then to the graveyard. Fabled Lurry will special summon from the graveyard.
Now we'll be linking him away into Fiendsmith Requiem.
Now he's going to use Engraver's effect right away.
And then chain the Requiem, I can assume,
That's
just
fine.
to have... Yep.
Yep, it's just trying to bait them into messing up and using the detonator.
It's just the most efficient way to make sure Detonator can't actually destroy anything.
And if they happen to do it, it's just a free material detach.
Of course, of course.
So Lacrima of the Crimson Tears comes down, the Engraver comes back
Do you
to the
think triggers?
graveyard.
Nor do I.
All right, and then here comes one of the most impactful synchro monsters to come out over the past couple of years.
Imperm check.
That's basically what Chaos
Response.
Angel is
yeah.
now.
Detonator, detaching duo.
So he's going to use Detonator to target Chaos Angel. It's only made with lights. But that won't matter if he chains Infinite Impermanence.
Impermanence, target Chaos Angel.
One of the best cards in the game that's going to negate Chaos Angel's effect, and it will be destroyed by the Detonator now.
Since it will be affected at resolution.
Unless Tayveon has something like Crossout Detonator.
That would be pretty strong, but it's really hard to believe that you keep in Crossout Designator against the Mitsurugi deck when you're able to go second. I just feel like you have to focus on being able to stop them from playing.
True.
I mean, not necessarily. There are powerful spell cards that can play into it, but the Mitsurugi deck can be so powerful when it's able to go first that it's hard to let them resolve everything.
You'd rather have those defensive options in your hand as opposed to something waiting on your next turn, but it looks like Tayveon has this card that has been stuck in his hand every game since we've seen him in top 4.
Yep, confirming the Imperm column, and then activating Triple Tactics talents here.
He's
Just going to go after the hand, and there is that copy of Nibiru, or the Sword Ryzeal if he has ways to answer the Nibiru already.
Does he go for the follow-up or the disruption?
They're going after the Nibiru.
All right. Tayveon in good shape to win this game and the entire YCS.
And there is a bonfire.
There's a forgot.
Going to be able to grab the X Ryzeal here. X Ryzeal will be hitting the field, sending a couple options here, but it looks like we are going to go for the aggregator. Chainlink 1 being the X Ryzeal, Chainlink 2
Chainlink 3
being the aggregator. Then there's going to be Chainlink 3 being the X, and I imagine there's going to be a Chainlink 4 in this position.
Nothing in response.
Nope.
Thank you.
Oh, Tayveon had nothing. but Benjamin does.
I think this is correct here. You have to use the Infinite Permanence and assume, and really just hope there's nothing else. There is still the Lacrima in the graveyard, but you get to keep the Detonator here. You still have Sword Ryzeal. That should be enough to play through. You really have to hope there's nothing left for Tayveon to play through in this turn.
Looks like it resolves.
In your monster's history.
The Detonator's effects will be negated for the rest of the turn because of Aggregator, but will Tayveon have a way to continue to play? Yep, gonna go shuffle the deck here. Engraver has used its effects in graveyard, so there should be no live effects in the graveyard at this moment.
Draw.
It was bold of him to go after the Nibiru when he knew there was another set here, and he knew that an Imperm could end his turn. Just didn't believe that Benjamin would go after it, and now Sword will be able to special summon itself.
Well played here from Benjamin to put himself in prime position to even out the score. Tayveon does still have the Lacrima, the Crimson Tears that he can use during his opponent's turn.
I mean, this is essentially the same as having one Detonator effect. I don't know if it's going to be enough.
It's going to shuffle itself back to summon Requiem.
I mean, the Requiem will immediately summon it back. We see Tayveon just leaving it at the top. He knows it's going to come right back out. Sword, considering his options for here, like we're going to grab the Ice Ryzeal because he can normal summon that.
Alien Resolution.
Let's see if he
Full
decides.
life, right? I don't think any damage has been done this game.
I mean, yeah, this is his only third turn of the game. There has been 0 battle phases conducted.
Alright, so normal summon Ice Ryzeal. We're going to try and special summon a Ryzeal monster from the deck.
Looks like we're going to be responding with the effect of Requiem. Yep, there it is.
That's fine.
So Chainlink 2 Requiem will resolve, summoning the Lacrima. Chainlink 1 will resolve, Ice will summon out a monster from the deck. Looks like he's eyeing X Ryzeal. Now in a new chain.
Any triggers on Rex. I'm going to forego triggers.
Yep. Lacrima would be Chainlink 1 anyway before Benjamin had to decide, but it looks like it will be simply the Lacrima activating to send the Fiendsmith in Paradise. And now he could just go into Dweller, right?
Yeah, things are looking really good here for Benjamin. He is going to probably even out the game.
He's going to need to. He found an opportunity. He just has to close it out.
Yep, it looks like this is going to be the Abyss Dweller.
Yep, Abyss Dweller here. If you chain Fiends in Paradise, you can chain the Abyss Dweller to stop the Desiree from activating. You could just do it now as well. Doesn't really matter when you do it. You probably want to force him out. Yep, that's it. Sword and normal ice. And now we'll be activating Bonfire to grab X from deck.
Alright, now Benjamin has to be cautious. He doesn't want to play into any sort of crazy card like Nibiru or anything like that.
That is the main consideration at this point. You have to consider what would happen if Nibiru, the Primal Being, hits the field right now.
Ingenos. A new. What to do?
What to do is a great question.
This will affect.
Yeah, we're just going to use the Dweller effect. He might be opting to go into Eclipse Twins right now to have it on the field if a potential Nibiru is to come down later.
That would be really heads up here from Benjamin.
Wording on something.
But he's been playing really well, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and I think he's eyeing that option. Yep, he's going to be overlaying the Dweller and the Detonator for Eclipse Twins.
Wow. Smart stuff here from Benjamin. Eclipse Twin helps him be a little bit Nibiru-proof unless he's going to send it straight to the graveyard.
Looks like he's opting to use the effect. to make a monster attack twice. You've been waiting for that
That would be
moment.
crazy. That would be crazy if it finally happens here in the finals.
Do tap for Vector Eclipse Twins.
Finally! I've been waiting since round 1 just to see someone use this version of the effect. I knew it would happen. It's like Christmas for me now.
You've been waiting for this moment. And now we can finally summon X Ryzeal
Eclipse Twins.
to send another copy of Eclipse Twins.
Declare Eclipse Twins.
Oh.
Targeting Duo Drive.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Well, it means once per turn, right?
For both of each effect, or?
No,
Summon
no,
for
like,
effective detonator.
I'm saying now if you're in the Nibiru range, we can't activate Eclipse
Oh.
Twins anymore. No,
Oh.
everything is legal.
Oh,
That's
wow.
why. This is what I was, yeah, like I thought we were playing around this.
Oh no. Not like this.
This is tough.
Played into it.
Yep, you hear him say
Am I
he
allowed to
played
concede?
into it.
I'd like to concede.
No,
Oh, that is it.
He decided to concede it just like that. Tayveon is going to win. Tayveon Crowley is your YCS Orlando 2025 champion. Wow. The last words from Benjamin. I played into it.
I mean, I thought he was trying to respect it. I thought he was making the Eclipse Twins to have it on the field for if the Nibiru was to drop down, he would still have a detonator, but no.
Wow, what an epic finale to an incredible weekend. And Tayveon Crowley is going to take his Fiendsmith Raziel deck all the way to the top, defeating Benjamin and his Mitsurugi Raziel deck. But unfortunately, we just didn't get to see the Mitsurugi cards.
Yeah.
It was just like he was playing pure Raziel pretty much.
I mean, the list was designed to likely be able to play pure when it needs to, and if it has the Raziel package, you can high roll really heavily. But sometimes you do hit the low roll, and now we have a new YCS champion, the first YCS champion of 2025.
Tayveon Crowley is now a YCS champion. Congratulations. What an epic finale. I mean, man, and this was not an easy tournament to win. 9 rounds or 12 rounds of Swiss. 6 or 7 more rounds after that.
Just
for
9
the
rounds
top
each day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 18 total rounds. And at the end of it, he's going to walk away with the another Versalaria trophy, and so much more. He's going to the NAWCQ as a VIP. He's already won his first 2 rounds at the NAWCQ. And just an incredible start to what's going to be an amazing year of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. We're going to have so many more tournaments, so many more awesome things to come throughout this year, especially the one later on this month, the Early Days collection. I'm really excited about. You'll saw commercials for it. Amazing booster sets that you're going to want to check out. The structured deck Blue Eyes White Destiny is just around the corner. That's going to shake things up. Oh, man. There's just Maze of the Masters next, too, after that. You just want to be part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game this year. You're not going to want to miss any of this action. And it's starting off with a bang with our brand new champion, Tayveon Crowley. Just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, this is the gameplay we were looking forward to see. I guess not specifically me. I really wanted to see Mitsurugi do more, but that was...
I mean, I wanted to see Malice in the finals.
Every time we've seen Malice, it kind of goes the same way. Malice is, in a vacuum, the best deck. But suddenly, post-side, you have Artifact Lancia, Molcharmi Meows. All of a sudden, the game gets really, really difficult. If your opponent has any of these cards, and there's so many of those cards, everyone is playing it. Artifact Lancia was potentially the most popular card of the weekend, more than like even Ash Blossom and Infinite Permanence. So it's just really harsh to like play such a deck, and I couldn't rely on it, but it made it all the way to the top 4. Not sure if it got 3rd or 4th yet, but Fiendsmith Raziel being the safe pick, able to take it out.
Yeah, it does remind me of a lot of like Necros BA format. Like there's one deck that's high octane, a lot of power, but Artifact Lancia could slow you down quite considerably. And on the other end, you have a deck like Raziel, which is similar to Burning Abyss, where you're going to grind out with your opponents.
Very
mirror
sturdy,
matches.
yeah.
Yeah, you're going to play low to the ground, be able to play through a lot of disruptions, find a way to bait out your opponent's interactions, and then make sure that duo drive resolves, and then just some excellent play. And oh yeah, it was so close there. I mean, he had the right idea, and maybe it was just. It's been a long weekend, and just out of that 1 second, he was playing around Nibiru, and then realized, oh, I could do this play, and then I could put a lot of damage on the board. And just for that one brief moment, he forgot about Nibiru. And of course, Tayveon had it in the hand.
I think he just really wanted to go for game at that spot. He was trying to find a way to push for 8,000 points of damage in that turn and force the game 3. But again, sometimes you make those slips, and Raziel mirror matches, it always comes down to if you make one mistake, all of a sudden the game can just flip. And we see it here in the finals.
I mean, yeah, Nibiru the Primal Being. It's an impactful card. It's in a lot of majority of players' decks this weekend. I know a lot of people were looking at it. There's a lot of ways to play around it with the clips and stuff, but there's a lot of other ways to force it out. I mean, we even saw in the other game, it was almost with the Veiler and Nibiru, but Tayveon had the cross-out designator for the Veiler. It's just so awesome. A lot of back and forth and counterplay from all the duelists, and yeah, walking away with it is going to be Fiendsmith Raziel yet again.
I mean, Fiendsmith Raziel was already the dominant strategy coming from the last YCS in Anaheim, and it got the addition of Eclipse Twins from Supreme Darkness. That card really, just as an individual card, one of the best support cards you can give to the Raziel strategy.
Yeah, it was definitely an excellent card. High impact all weekend. We saw a lot of other cards from Supreme Darkness this weekend. Will Charming Meows was huge. Abawa Q, the Lightless Shadow, was huge. Supreme Darkness definitely shook up the meta. We saw hero decks. We saw Crystron decks.
Mermail Atlantean.
Two Mermail Atlanteans top, thanks to that brand new Poseidra that they received in Supreme Darkness. Lots of stuff. People didn't know how much of an impact it was going to have, but it was a huge impact for the meta this weekend. And there will be more stuff coming out. I mean, all you Blue Eyes fans out there, it's right around the corner. A brand new structure deck that you're going to be able to get your hands on, and that's going to really thrust Blue Eyes back into the meta game.
Especially with the support from Supreme Darkness for what is it, Primate?
Primate, yeah.
Primate, yeah.
Yep, but it's been an incredible weekend. We're going to wrap things up here. We're going to take it to the stage for our final trophy presentation. Thank you so much for joining us. Kangas, take it away one last time.
Thank you very much. Everybody live here at the Convention Center, make some noise for your new YCS champion! Tayveon, you did it. You made it through a grueling semifinals, the longest match that we've seen here at YCS in 2025. I know it's the first one, but still. And then you win in the finals 2-0. How does it feel to be a YCS champion?
It's a dream come true. I've been playing the game since I was 4 years old. I've always wanted this.
Well, you made it now. And I got to say, you got the trophy, but right after the trophy, we saw you run and embrace your friends. It felt like that was the bigger thing for you. What was it like to have people cheering for you in the audience?
We practice every day in Discord and stuff, and it was a group effort, 100%.
Fantastic stuff. I love talking to people that are able to achieve stuff like this. This is an incredible achievement. You had to work for this your whole life. What did you learn about yourself through this process? It was a long weekend. I'm sure there were a lot of lessons you picked up.
Never give up, never get discouraged, and keep pushing through.
All right. Now that you're a brand new YCS champion, what message do you have for the Yu-Gi-Oh community? Anybody out there listening?
At Nats, I was in the World's Playoffs, and I put synced instead of tracked. Got a game loss and ended up losing top 16 after I worked all year long. But I made sure to put track this time.
So can we expect to see you at WCQ for this year then?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Everybody make some noise. We have a brand new YCS champion, Tayveon Crowley. But that will do it for us here at YCS Orlando. Thank you so much, everybody around the world and live here who stuck around for the finals, for cheering on Tayveon on his YCS run. It's been a fun weekend. We had amazing attendance and incredible duels. And a reminder that if you are here in North America, you can check out the Team YCS in Vegas on March 15th and 16th. And also we'll see you live YCS Houston on April 5th and 6th. But from us here at Orlando, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.